Today we're going to be showcasing what may be the very last Prime Battle LR in Dokkan Battle, which is the LR AGL Dr. Wheelo. And the reason why I say that is because they have gone through every single typing for the Prime Battle LR events, from Extreme AGL all the way to Super Physical. Hopefully that's not the case, but let's get into the details of LR Dr. Wheelo, since I did make a mistake when I did go through his details for the very first time. Not like it made too much of a difference, but it's a big enough a difference that we have to go through this again. 17,000 HP, 19,000 attack, and 15,000 defense is his stats. Level 150 with a Revenge leader for 4 key and 130% stat boost. Very good leader skill. However, Revenge is just full of metal coolers for me, so it's very hard for me to run this as the leader skill when I have LR Metal Cooler, who links better with every other Metal Cooler. For the super attack mechanic though, the 12 key raises defense and lowers attack with colossal damage to the enemy, and the 18 key raises attack and defense for 1 turn and seals the super attack, and of course does mega colossal damage. So for the passive skill, we have the entrance animation, which we'll see in today's video, and with that entrance animation you also get 4 key and defense plus 80,000 for 4 turns when there is another Revenge category ally on the team at the start of character's attacking turn. Now, he also gets a start of turn key plus 3 and attack and defense plus 100,000. And then an additional 3 key and 60,000 attack and defense when facing only 1 enemy. Plus an additional attack plus 60,000 and medium chance of performing a critical hit if that enemy's HP is 60% or more. Now, he does have a condition where if you're facing 2 or more enemies, you get a medium chance of guarding all attacks, an additional 2 key, and attack plus 40,000 and defense plus 100,000. So he's get better defense stats when you're facing 2 or more enemies and the guard, but he does more damage when you are facing only 1 enemy. And then if your HP is under 40% or less, you get an attack plus 60,000 and perform a critical hit. Guaranteed, which is kind of cool. 40% is pretty hard to get down under. It's either 40% or you die, so it's very, very difficult, especially for free-to-play. But he does have an active skill, so this is one of the few LRs that have, like, a bunch of animations. The active skill here can be activated when HP is 40% or less, or when facing only 1 enemy whose HP is 60% or more, starting from the 5th turn from the start of the battle. Obviously, you want to be under 40%, and the enemy with 60% more HP. That way you get the guaranteed critical for the active skill, which would be very, very nice. For the hidden potential system, definitely recommend the additionals. It's the only percentage boost that he gets. And then the rest dodge here. I have 10 critical and then 3 dodge. You can mix around the criticals and dodge depending on what you need him for. I wouldn't recommend giving him any sort of skill orbs that increases his stats right now, since they aren't percentage boost. It makes a very minor difference until he easy A's like 4 years down the line. But with that said, this is the team we're rocking. He does have a 200% leader, which is the battle with Goku, Carnival Goku, but we can't really use him with this team here. We are running 120% with the LR Physical Ginyu, and then Terrifying Conqueror's leader being the LR Final Form Cooler for 170% stat boost. So let's jump into the Android 13 Red Zone stage and see how we do there. And if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on, so you don't miss out cool showcases like this. So we do have him in the 2nd turn with his best partner, which is going to be the Revenge Frieza army. Has a lot of the links that we're looking for, which is Thirst for Conquest for the most part. We just need to survive this turn right here, so let's just use a Whis. And we are versing Extreme, so our stats are pretty high here. We'll go and do this, and we will target everybody separately. I did pick this stage because I did want to verse 2 or more enemies with type advantage. And this is a nice little hard stage to go up against as well. Alright, here is his entrance animation. You hear the sound of his voice. And then we have Cooler cutting in. So we do have the Android 14 stunned here. Let's look at his stats right now, versing 2 enemies, versing Android 14. 392,000 defense. And that's not even double support. Not even under. Double 170% leader. It makes a very minor difference just because he's all flat boost. Most of these stats that he's getting is pretty much from his own passive for the most part. I mean, a general amount is still given from the leader skill, but the flat boost does definitely give him the upper edge here. And this is with 4 links activated. I couldn't get him to link level 10 by the time the showcase came out, so unfortunate. This is versing 2 enemies, so he gets 40,000 extra defense compared to versing 1 enemy. We could probably stun here. So as you see, his stats are pretty good. Let's see what his attack is looking like, however. Because I think the attack is probably where he's going to be at his downfall. Let's see how he tanks this. This is with a Whis. Lowers attack and defense. Very rude. 4 million. It's nothing too crazy, especially for an LR. He is not under like the main leader skills that he should be in. But still, again, flat boost doesn't really change the attack too much compared to percentage boost. So you're going to generally find near him the same-ish. Unless you have all the links activated. Because link level 10, he can get some decent amount of attack. First for Conquest gives him 15% attack. He can get extra defense being the Scientist link for 20% defense. Revival, an extra 5% attack and defense. Mechanical Menaces, pretty good link to activate if you can. 5% damage reduction level 10. So, and of course, Legendary Power would have been very handy there. Let's go and continue on with this battle. So, it's not a bad card. Stat-wise, he's a monster compared to any Prime Battle LR that's released. Better than TN from what I've just seen just then. The only problem is usability-wise. I think in terms of usability, it's a lot less compared to TN. Only because his categories that he's in, Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, Terrifying Conquerors, Revenge, are all just filled up. If you're looking at a free-to-play standpoint, it's just all filled up with Metal Coolers. Battle of Wits is a unique category for him for Extreme, but at that point you run super units because you have Piccolo. And then Power Wishes, I guess, is the only one that doesn't really have extreme representations, but then the leader for that is super units. So it's very hard for you to run him right now, in my opinion. There's no real reason to use him unless you are missing a slot, because I guess his stat boost can get pretty high up there. Versing 1 enemy, 300,000 defense. So we lost 40,000 flat defense, which equaled to about 100,000 in terms of defense. That's where the 18 key and the 12 key come in really handy. Like a 30% defense bonus on super gets him from 300,000 to about 400,000, which will help him tank normal attacks more consistently, which is very, very important because he should tank pretty much any normal attack under the right leader skill. His attack is nice, 4.7 there, and with inbuilt crit, pretty cool. Might have to go and use the standby skill just so I can survive a little longer. I want to see him verse or get the active skill here, if possible. So we do have to put Margin Vegeta first. And then we gotta float out Cooler because our key is not looking that great. Maybe we can drop underneath the 40% HP mark. Probably not. Unless he super attacks Cooler. Which is a high possibility now that we just took in 3 normal attacks. I guess we could talk about Dr. Wheelo's Easy A. Usually when they do Easy A's, they pretty much make all the flat boosts into percentage boost. Now, if they did all of that without adding anything, which they probably will, because LR Cell did get that same treatment, the first form Cell, he's actually getting no separate multiplicative boosts. They're all just like additive, which is a big deal for percentages. So They have to make him really, really busted in order to... Or add another, like, on super gain attack and defense. In order to make him look really good when he EZAs 4 years down the line. Which I don't underestimate Dokkan on not doing that. Let's get this active skill going. So this is just the 5-turn restriction here. Couldn't get underneath 40% HP, so hopefully we get the medium chance to crit. There we go, 4.6. Not too shabby, it's free damage, whatever. It's free damage, nothing too crazy. I will probably will die here. It's just what it is at this point, but we got as far as we needed to. And if we do survive, say we dodge or something, that would be crazy. Double-digit damage. 5.9 is actually pretty high up there. 4 mil. Couldn't get the additional super attack, however. Additionals will really bump his defense up a lot. Maybe we can get a dodge here. And 30. Oh, well, can you even take a normal? It would be crazy if he could. A double super, maybe? Nah. No dodges allowed in this event. And let's end that. So, that's pretty much it for Dr. Wheelo. I mean, he's raised... At least he's given the raised defense mechanic. So, he actually can be pretty tanky. Attack-wise, he's not too crazy. When he does do his active skill, though... And if you do drop underneath 40% HP, I think he can go nuts. But it's pretty hard to do that. He's very useful, though, if you're versing 2 or more enemies. But in that circumstance, that's like ESBR. And all of his category ESBRs are just filled up with metal coolers anyway. Those are pretty much my only issues with him. Stat-wise, it looks really good. If only he had big bad bosses, that's the one thing that would have made this guy a real threat as #1 Prime Battle LR. Or even maybe #1 LR. Who knows? If he EZAs nicely. Not be a reason he doesn't have big bad bosses. He's the biggest boss. And he's pretty bad in movie 2. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Until then, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.